And we're recording.
Oh,
And I literally, as I said, recording, my right ear goes beep. It's like it knows that
I don't know why.
give...
I don't know why I buy Irish cream, because like I think I lost a taste for it.
It doesn't taste good after a while. They're like, oh right, this is only if it's, you know, alcoholic, then I want the Bailey's flavor, but it just like my normal coffee. Yeah, I don't always want that. I have see here. What was it? Blueberry vanilla. Crave. It's that cheap shit you buy from Amazon. Comes in like a 200 K-cup box. And just caramel macchiato stuff you buy from the store. It's by Starbucks. It's a little expensive, but I think it's fucking worth it.
No, see, Maddie drinks that expensive Starbucks iced coffee shit.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want that. Nah, I just buy the creamer.
And then but then puts like the Great Value creamer into the coffee.
Oh my god, it's like, yeah, so I bought a high performance car, but I put not 89 unleaded in it.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. I don't know. Like, I have hazelnut. I think I'm gonna go back to hazelnut. Like, I got the Irish cream because like I'm like, oh, it's fucking March.
Yeah.
Why not? And then
pretend like it's the good old days.
Yeah, I thought about it, and I hate holidays, not just like Irish people, but like holidays in general. We're Italian.
I have just enough Irish in me to be offended by that. So.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
But I didn't say anything about Irish people. I just said like I just don't.
Fuck drinking holidays. They ruin drinking.
Yeah, I actually do believe that though.
No, I believe that. Who was the comedian that said that? I'm quoting someone. I just don't remember who.
Probably Bill Burr or fucking Joe Rogan or some shit. That sounds like some shit they would say.
I would put money on Bill Burr. Maybe not a lot, but some.
Like the fucking okay, it's cringe. It is the only reason why I say it's cringe is because I don't feel like a person needs a holiday as an excuse to drink. There's people who drink every fucking day and get it in, and they don't get a fucking parade every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want a parade?
No.
Every single day.
There is a parade every time I drank. Everyone would quit.
Because I'm sure there's like some fucking weird ass meaning behind St. Patrick's Day. Because didn't St. Patrick supposedly like ran the fucking snakes out of Ireland or some bullshit?
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. We're like, yeah, St. Patty's Day. And if someone was like, what's the reason behind the holiday? What are we celebrating? Everyone would be like, here's the shot, Irish car bomb, blunk. And then misdirection. What's that over there? Oh, shit.
Now, for a man to run the snakes out of a whole entire fucking country is fucking incredible to me if he actually did do it, which I doubt.
That's gotta be political satire, though, right? It was someone that got all the shitty people out of, run the snakes out.
Just like I'm taking world history right now, and then like we start reading about Saint Valentine, and then I'm like, yo, I fucking knew that we were celebrating another dumb fucking holiday that's Americanized and out there.
It just commoditized and commercialized and just in the same shitty, like, fucking demoralizing, soul ripping fashion as many other things in our disgusting version of things. Like, how much money can we make off of this? Like, they were so cheap, like, they turned it into, like, they put tents up. I remember they would put tents up outside of O'Donnell's.
Oh, for St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, they would put tents up. And the reason they did that, it was like, how many drunk cattle can we shove into these little things and throw metal tin cans of beer at people for absorbent amounts of money? What was it like? It was like $7 for, like, one of those tall Coors Light cans, if I remember. It's shit like that, like $30 Irish car bombs, which are shit.
Was the owners of the motherfuckers even Irish?
I don't think so. Probably not. It was just O'Donnell's that had the O and the apostrophe. So
no young center play fucking Italian.
That was it. That was how they had decided to do it, and I hated it. I would always tell them to go fuck themselves. Like, they're like, hey, who wants to go to O'Donnell's for St. Patrick's Day? I'm like, I don't have to park 8 blocks away to get run over by a drunk driver trying just to get to this shit. I'm all right.
You know what's fucked up about those fucking holidays too is like usually I'm the guy who just stays at home and gets fucked up.
Yeah.
And
come here. You can come to my house. Like, go get fucked up.
Yeah.
And
if I decide,
Uber to my place. We'll be fine.
If I decide not to get fucked up, right? I always like be like, yo, man, I'll be the DD. Just hit me up. Nobody ever hits me up. Everybody just drives back home.
Yeah. You're like, how'd you make it home? I see your cars in your driveway. And the funny thing is, you'll see those motherfuckers posting up on like months later talking mad shit about drunk driving. Drunk drivers are pieces of shit. I'm like, how'd you get home for the past 15 years? Get out of here. You just don't like the ones that actually crash into people.
I just like I don't know. I ain't gonna say it because that's just too hard.
No, we're not gonna call anyone specifically out, but I see it every fucking month.
No, it's specific. I ain't even gonna say it. Sometimes, okay, I'll say it. Sometimes,
oh, good, yay!
Sometimes I do want to see somebody like go through the windshield, like somebody I don't know.
Well, like a dash cam, like their own dash cam, you just see their feet.
And their shoes.
Just go that way.
Just so they cancel the goddamn holiday. But I mean,
they're not gonna cancel a holiday. They don't cancel any holidays.
It's for which.
We can shoot our kids, and we don't even get rid of guns.
I don't feel like I'm a horrible person. I think I hate being around people that much. Where I was like, yo, man, any social holiday, I just wish they would kill it.
Okay, listen, don't get rid of social holidays, but just like I wish people would take them. I wish people would chill on them.
A lot of people that want to go out drinking that day with me never hit me up like throughout any other day of the year.
Yeah, it's the sweetest and Valentine's Day of drinking.
I haven't kicked it with you since last St. Patty's Day. I don't think we're that close anymore.
Right. Hey, you want to get? It's like when you never buy anything for your significant other, and then you do something special on Valentine's Day. They're like, oh, you needed a gun to your head. Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see that critique all the time. It's just with drinking.
Yeah, my girl just gives me the request of like chocolate strawberries. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what you want. All right.
Chocolate strawberries, then go down to me. You're like, oh, well, I do both of those already, anyways. Let's go. Happy Valentine's Day.
This Valentine's Day kept it simple for real, man. Just ordered sushi. We were happy.
All right. You had sushi twice.
Yeah. That is funny, but no. She was still recovering.
Oh, shit. When jokes go wrong. Anyways, this is the intro babble, the video portion of Commonology101. We will shortly have to listen to me awkwardly transition into the main recording, which I will use for the audio only portion. This is just the awesome bonus stuff you get when you watch the video version on our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Don't worry, I'm not going to start the tirade about being sponsored by Casper Mattress, because we're not. So be happy you don't get those. We'll listen to 15 minutes of me telling you about what comes in Blue Apron boxes, lie about the fact that I like them.
But let me tell you what I wash my balls with. Dr. Squatch.
There.
Dr. Squatch, pay us!
Yeah. Come on, Squatch. You can listen to the first 5 minutes of this and totally see that we're sponsorable. Didn't make drunk driving death snuff video jokes at all.
It's not a joke. That's a weird fucking thought I have. It's a weird thought. I know it's fucked up. I know it's fucked up. But I don't know. Like I watch like videos of
we'll cancel this holiday when mix fly.
Like I watch like I have a friend that sends us. You're in the group chat. Sometimes he sends us videos of like people you sure are fucking dead after like you get done watching a video.
Yeah, thanks. I love waking up to snuff videos in my Facebook video group chat.
Bro, that's like one of my biggest fears is dying in that manner, like where people like can literally laugh at the death, like somebody running out
in the
middle of the street. But still, like I don't want people laughing at it. Like I want, like I want them to die.
Well, the people that care about you aren't gonna laugh at it right out of the gate. They'll be sad.
Some of the people I don't know if I got smacked right, like
to death.
Most of the like by like a car.
Like what?
Like most of the videos that we watch is always like a fucking vehicle involved and somebody runs out in the middle of the street to get smacked and then they go flying like fucking 7 lanes across the fucking highway and then like you see their body like ragdoll like in the video games and shit and the shit looks fucking hilarious. But at the same time I was like, damn, man, that shit's funny, but I hope it doesn't happen to me or somebody I actually care about.
I'm assuming that guy didn't want it to happen to them either.
Right. Because if it ain't like my kid or my mom or something like that, like I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be at the funeral like, man, my homie's dead. But at the same time, I'm gonna watch that video about 50 times. Like, look at this dumbass, bro.
As
like,
you're on the way there, you just are like, hey, I have $180. Says it's closed casket.
Yeah, like he really thought he was gonna make it. Like,
should have been wearing that seatbelt.
Yeah, should have been drinking on St. Patty's Day. Or playing real life.
Yeah, should have been hanging out at my crib instead. Getting drunk with me in my underwear, man. Fuck it.
Look at you. You're fucking flat like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Hey man, that cave was drawn on the rock. That wasn't an actual tunnel.
All right, bring us in, Mitch. Fuck it.
Okay.
I got some
Three,
funny topics to talk
2,
about before we go
1.
in.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Welcome to Commonology101, episode 40 late. Oh, 8. Aha. The podcast that makes drunkenly throwing darts at a corkboard with dates written on it while blindfolded seem like NASA-level pinpoint scheduling in comparison. Because when was our last episode? Don't even remember.
2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3. I don't know.
3, it was like almost last month.
We ain't on nobody's schedule but our own.
With me, as always, the man
We've
you hear.
never said that.
What?
That we're a weekly podcast.
We said we were going to try.
We're going to try.
The man that keeps interrupting me is, as always, my friend, the funny and comedically gifted, that's redundant, bearded master who's joining me from across the frigid, shitty, snow-covered corn plains of the Midwest, Lex fucking Godoy. Lex.
What is going on, people? How you doing?
I would ask you how you were, but pretty sure you're fine.
I'll be all right after like a month and a half goes by.
Yeah. Almost there.
yeah. We will not speak about why.
Nope.
But
I mean, we already did. Go back like 12
happen.
episodes. 15 episodes, right?
No.
Don't do that.
Good things are coming up. Got a logo. We got somewhat of a logo.
Yes. I don't know if it'll be on this episode or the subsequent one, but it should be soon.
Speaking of which, you know what? I had a great idea. You know how Mina is always drawing the shit all over the fucking notebook?
He does. That's why I always want him here.
Put those like doodles. Have him listen to the pod or whatever first if he can. Have him do the doodles, and then put those inside of the logo every episode.
Just always have it different.
Just have it different every episode. Like whatever we're talking about would be inside of the logo, because it has all that space.
Oh, that's not a terrible idea, but then again, I'd have to have him doodling all the time. I can't doodle. I don't have the doodle abilities.
He draws like stick figures.
I know, and I'm terrible. I couldn't draw shit to save my life.
All right, we would do something else then. Fuck it. It was an idea.
Yeah, take us into a topic.
Actually, I'll start the topic off with before we get into the actual topic.
Nah.
I had how far does a joke between friends, acquaintances have to go before you just like totally cut them off? Like when words hurt somebody that much that they just fall off the face of the earth.
We're gonna go with the inside joke story. Okay.
How far?
Are you gonna explain what prompted this, or are we just?
So I want to ask the people out there. All right, so.
Yes, the audience that's going to be listening after this.
Yeah, I am a man that if personal jabs get thrown, no matter how small, how big, I'm always going to come back with the super punch. It might be subtle. Mm-hmm. I might not have any context behind it, but if I say this and then you get what I'm talking about and then you get upset and leave, is it my fault? Is it actually my fault that you were that sensitive? So I got not an altercation, but I was, everybody could get it. We got a group chat.
Basically, what you're asking is like, what's low blow for when you start going back and forth? Like, who's the first one to go there? And do you think it's fair game under certain circumstances? I'm gonna say it's subjective, man. Right? Like, depending on who you're like in your friend groups, in those little friend groups that you have. Everyone knows where they are. Like we get dirty.
Yeah.
We'll throw anything we want at each other because we've known each other long enough to know that it's not personal. And even if it was, it didn't really mean it. You just really wanted to swing low. I mean, you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast. You listen to a lot of those podcasts. Those people get fucking dirty with each other. Morning shows, they always have the punching bag guy that's on there. They get dirty and they're on, like, they talk to millions when they're on air and stuff like that. It just depends on who you're talking to. I mean, we all, right off the top of my head, I can think of 4 people who I would not say what you said to someone because
some people don't have the balls to say things to other people. Me, I don't give a fuck.
Because at the end of the day, balls, it's
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, they're just words, right? But if you're typing it, there's also tone missing from that. So it's funny because everybody always tells me that I'm mad at something when I'm not mad. And then when I say something, it's just like they get upset. Like they're the ones who get upset at the end of the day. And this was one of those situations where it's like, yo, you're throwing jabs and then you're deleting it, and then nobody else can see it. and then I throw my jab. Now,
Your jab? You whip out a sledgehammer.
My personal
Not
opinion.
a jab. You guys are going
The
back
only
and forth,
thing-
poking each other with pillows, and then you put cinder
Yeah.
blocks in a pillowcase and you throw it.
The only thing that is off limits to me is kids. Like, don't talk about somebody's kids, man. Kids can't really defend themselves. They don't understand what's going on. You know. But spouses, bro. I was in the military, and people would talk about each other's wives, moms, all types of shit all the time. At that back in the fucking 90s, before all these kids were fucking pussies, there was a time where you could throw yo mama jokes out there, and it'd just be fun. It'd be funny. So I mean, if you get suckered, you get suckered. Like it is what it is. But I made a comment about somebody's wife. I may have said that wife looks like a man.
Mm-hmm. You did.
If you get upset, you leave the messenger, you kick me out of whatever chat you're in control of, which is cool. I don't give a fuck.
That's.
But if you go through that amount of length to fucking get rid of somebody for saying something like that,
I mean, you called the dudes. You called the dude's wife a man.
Listen. That means that you actually believe that your wife looks like Jim Carrey.
Okay.
If you take offense
okay, but
to
what
it,
was okay? But what led up to it?
Listen.
So how did it escalate? Like, where was the like little steps?
Bringing up my legal matters first, right? When I wasn't even fucking talking.
Okay, so that was rough.
Then bringing
now we
up
understand the context
then trying to lead into my comedy career, which
yeah, that was a little personal.
which was personal. Like, you know what I mean? Don't you don't ever go at some man's craft, man. Like, you know, I don't go at the man's career for not being able to grow a mustache, but I you know,
Well, I like how even when you're trying to describe like how it escalated, you have to just shit on him as you're describing the situation.
Because it's funny. It is funny, bro. Like, if you say,
oh yeah, we all do. Everyone makes fun of people's beards. Like, mine doesn't grow here for some fucking reason, so I look like I'm like the X-Man the dumb way.
Mitch, all honesty, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go through that lens, because my argument isn't if I went too far. The argument also it kind of changes into if you get that upset, that kind of means there's some truth to it because you're getting offended. If somebody says something about Maddie, my girl, right? If they were to say something to try to roast or whatever, it doesn't bother me because to me, she a bad motherfucker. To me. So whatever you say, there's a reason why I'm with her, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a reason why I'm with her and I love her. She's the mother of my child. Now, this person, on the other hand, just completely oh, I'm done after this. I can't be.
What you're saying is, oh, I pushed a button.
I pushed
That's
a
it.
button.
This is a 5-minute way for you to say, oh, I pushed a button. Is it?
I
sore
may
spot?
be a piece of shit, right?
Messed up.
In social, yeah, in social society, I may be a piece of shit for the comment, but you have to look at yourself in the mirror for getting upset about the comment.
Shouldn't have put it on Snapchat. I guess. I don't know. I don't have a dog in this fight. I feel like I'm going to. I feel like when this gets dropped, they're like, oh, fuck Commonology.
It's just funny. Grown men being that sensitive is just hilarious to me. I don't know why. Also, thing that is cringe that's been bothering Lex in the past couple weeks. I have another friend.
We're just actually dirty laundry on this episode. Episode 48, dirty laundry. My fat cat's crying in the background.
There's no names being said. Nobody's gonna fucking harass these people or whatever.
Please don't.
I always had a problem with just social media in general. I'm not a social media guy, right? So, as a person who goes through something, right? Relationship breakup, fucking cat dies, who, you know, for some reason, what's been bothering me is it's not just him, it's some other people too. They will shit on people who do that on a daily, you know what I mean? Put all their business out. But when something really happens and then they go to Facebook for that attention and then be like, oh, nothing's wrong. And then you're putting quotes and all this crazy shit up for, like, you know, I don't want to call them womanly sites, but you know the quote sites where it's like always about cheating, and you know they're talking about men, but like some dudes that post it up on their stories, or it gets fucking cringe.
Passive aggressive post-it notes on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody knows you're going through something, and then like you like when you're striving for attention,
you're just shitting on yourself, man. I mean, it's like you feel like it's an outlet, and you feel like you're saying something, but anyone that reads it for the most part, it's just they're like,
so what? So when a man does it during a breakup, right? Is it or is it not to get petty pussy?
I mean, here's
not
the
petty
thing.
pussy.
It might
petty
be.
Pussy.
I mean,
petty pussy. I said petty pussy.
You said
petty pussy.
Petty. Petty
Yeah,
pussy.
petty. Yo,
Yeah, go ahead. Say that 3 times real
I love me
fast.
some petty. Oh, I love me some petty pussy.
Petty pussy. Yeah, there you go.
Hate me.
List it off. Say it in a row. Say it real fast. Otherwise, you aren't allowed to go anywhere.
No, the pity pussy guy.
Does it work? No, it doesn't.
I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
What
like,
if it does? Maybe it does. Do they think it works, or has it worked?
That's
the real
tickets,
question.
yeah,
right?
because it's nothing
Hey,
subtle about it.
Listen, if it works, it's not stupid.
Yeah, I don't think it works. I think it'll get a lot of questions asked. Like your mom's gonna go on your Facebook, like, "Baby, are you okay?"
Right?
It's gonna be some shit like,
that's the sad thing. You look in the comment section, and it's like the aunt, the mom, or like a brother-in-law. Like, what the hell, bro?
And then you start seeing like the nonstop fucking selfies and food pics. Like, bro, nobody gives a fuck what you're eating all the time, bro. Like, we get it. You don't have to post every fucking meal.
I got it from Blue Apron.
Yeah, so like it's just like, bro, like I see it with not just
salted with my tears.
It's weird because it's like a close friend and you don't know how to go about it, right?
But this has been something that's happened since we invented MySpace.
Right. But like the fact that like I've seen it so many times over, I'm just like, bro, it's cringe no matter. Like at first I was like, oh man, you know, you're going through something. But now it's just like, you're the people I fucking hate the most in this world.
I think it's also like an age bracket for men too, right? Like I think you're allowed to be emo until 19.
You're allowed to be emo until fucking 10.
Nah, I'll say 19. I'll say 19.
Back in the day.
You got 2 years to get it out of your system past high school.
Bro, these new generation of kids, man, they got it's weird because it's kind of lit.
Don't dare let this turn into old men yell about kids these days.
It's lit to be a kid because like, dog, back in the day, right?
It's because you don't even give a shit. You aren't even able to like self-reflect normally.
Listen, these kids, like, if you get made fun of or whatever like that, everybody feels sorry for you. Back in the day, man, you get roasted, bro. Motherfuckers are gonna roast you even more for getting roasted.
Yeah.
Kill yourself
with no regrets. No regrets.
But now everybody wants to cancel everybody for everything I said. And that kind of is what's laying into my point about like the things that I say to even like friends or whatever. Like, bro, if you're that sensitive, like if you're a sensitive, anybody who knows me, if you're sensitive and can't stand some of the things that I say, tell me. Because there wasn't even like that. It's funny when there's no conversation had after that. Because like I'm not gonna apologize to you. I'm gonna say, hey man, I'm sorry that you're a pussy and you feel that way, but it's just words.
Do you think it would be better if they were a little bit like more forward with it, like they came straight to you and were like, "Hey, listen, man, that was kind of rough. Can we not do that again?"
I'd be like, "All right, dog, I don't want you to cry, man. I'll lay off."
Yeah, even in your okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'll lay off, man. You know what I mean? But like I feel like friends are even, and I feel like it got worse during the Trump election, and I ain't even talking about the presidency, but the election when motherfuckers was like literally arguing online. And I would jump in comment sections just to troll, bro. I don't give a fuck about politics, but I would literally go in there just to troll and argue. I would argue on both sides. I would literally argue on both sides just to get reactions out of people and see how upset they would get over somebody else's opinion. If you know and you're so secure about what you are thinking, what you are saying online, and all that good stuff. Why are you getting so upset? Well, people are like, I think I love the internet because it shows you how sensitive human beings really are. Because before the internet, motherfuckers kept their thoughts inside their head.
Well, they didn't have the same. Okay, there's like a small number of people who had the ability to have a large platform to blow their ideas out there, right? Then with Twitter and Facebook, now Joe schmucks like us can talk to literally infinite number. You don't know however many people find this. you can now hear our thoughts or their thoughts, and yeah, your status can show to like 100,000 people just out of nowhere, right? So it just gets out of control.
Just because I think you're an idiot, not you, Mitch, but just people. Just because I think you're an idiot,
glad you clarified.
Doesn't mean that other people will think you're an idiot, because everybody has people like who agree with them.
Absolutely.
Other people have people who won't agree with you. Don't get salty over the people who don't. Let's have a conversation. Now, the words that we're exchanging this little roast session or whatever you want to call it. A lot of people will say
it was a friends group chat. There's like only like 8 people in it.
It was just crazy because like I would have thought he would have come back or something like that, or like I don't know. But
some people don't want to get to that level. You brought it to a level that they weren't ready for.
I am always gonna do that though.
You turned it to 11 real fast.
I go for the dub.
Just gonna I see that. Even if it's
just for the dub. Now there's certain friends that I don't do that to, because like I actually know, like this person ain't like I grew up with them or anything like that. It's just like, bro, you speaking on my shit. Like, all right, we go pros. You got one more, and then when that little tap came, whoa.
Oh God.
Like we cool, but you don't know me.
So I guess we still haven't gotten anywhere near the answer you asked at the beginning of this topic.
Right. What do you think, Mitch?
I think that there are certain levels you can reach with some people, but you can't use that as like the template for everyone.
Everybody is different psyches.
And I think that it's literally by trial and error. Like shit, you can know someone for decades and then like not realize that there's something in there that the demon that wasn't ever exercised.
Right. Which I was told by this a person that's even more close to this person, that I did kind of strike something. Like it was like a fucking situation with a dad, and I'm like, I'm not the nigga's dad. I don't give a fuck. But now the other question, which was, if a person gets that upset about it, does that person find some truth into what that other person said?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that was great interaction.
Oh man!
It's like if you're arguing about whether or not guns hurt, and then you shoot the person while they're curled up on the ground. You're just like, I fucking told he told me they didn't hurt. He told me they didn't hurt. What was I supposed to do? Crazy motherfucker.
And the person is younger, and that's what another point that I'm getting to is just
I'm shitting on 19-year-olds.
It's the shit to be young right now because of. It's easy. Pussy's so easy now because chicks is giving it up. Like, I got a little cousin. No, I got a little cousin.
Yeah, weird face. I made a weird face for those who aren't watching the video.
I got a little cousin. I got a little brother. And I'm just looking at these cats, like, on their phones. And then, like, it gets weird because they like, yo, man, look at this back. I'm like, no, I don't want to see. I don't need to see that. But they have everything at their fingertips. And I remember, like, we was trying to catch peeks of panties when we was, like, 12 or 13. Like, now they just getting it sent straight to their phone. And I was just like, bro, I remember, like, being 20 when the nudies were, like, when motherfuckers started getting HD cameras on their phones. Like,
you're like, wow, I can see the hair on that one.
Yeah, yo, because when we were in high school, we used to get pixelated pussy.
You had to go with the alliteration, had to do it.
Yeah, you had to squint. You had to squint with the little flip phone. Like, I think I see the clit. Oh, that's sexy. That's sexy.
SD double Ds.
But like, I think because they have it in terms of tech wise, because like we're tech people. Me and you are tech people. But like we watched the evolution of high tech, right? But now things are just being handed. Like, my fucking daughter runs around with a tablet.
Yeah,
and
my kid has one. He's not even 4. He has a fucking iPad.
There's so much information out there. Do you think that the information is making them sensitive, or the simple fact that everybody is talking, and so if one person says they don't like this,
yeah, you just have more people in the conversation. You have more people in the circle. Sooner or later, just by sheer probability, there's going to be somebody very mad, and then they can get people to jump on that bandwagon or agree with them, or they can say it in a way or show it in a perspective or shine it in a light that other people are like, oh, you know what? Yeah, no, that was some shit, or not, or it pushes them in the other way, galvanizes them in a different direction.
Is it based off the first comment?
I wouldn't say the first one.
Like the first, like the first couple people. Like whatever the popular opinion is, that person goes with the next. Like I feel like everybody just kind of follows whatever somebody else is saying. If you want to cancel this, because people do fight cancel culture.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Oh god.
We have not talked about that. Johnny Depp.
I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, Johnny Depp won. Amber Heard was beating the shit out of him. Everybody was laughing at Johnny Depp for a while, and he was really getting abused. Like she was throwing shit at this nigga, like stabbing this nigga, all types of crazy shit, right? And he was sitting there crying for help. They said that if you look back at interviews, this motherfucker was crying for help, and nobody was helping this man.
Nobody knew what was going on. They're like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say, dude.
Some shit comes out. Johnny defends himself. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, like, Johnny Depp's losing his fucking role in Fantastic Beasts, and then the whole fucking world goes crazy. Like, nah, man, fuck that. But is it because Johnny Depp is popular? Or is it because, like, you know, they actually see? Because that's where I get confused with society. Because sometimes I think that people get special treatment.
I mean, celebrities always going to alter how they get treated in any specific situation.
Which brings me to this point. I have no idea what's going on in the Disney realm. I know that The Mandalorian is one of the greatest fucking shows I've ever seen. And I know that one of my favorite characters just got axed because of cancel culture. But this time, it wasn't because of society.
Yeah, well, it was, they didn't, okay, so basically Gina Carano upset the mouse. You don't do that. In fact, for just real quick example, if in your history you ever did anything even adult, even if there's like a movie you were in where like you showed a side boob, Disney will not work with you. I didn't know that. So like, if they are in a Disney movie, they aren't there anymore. Like I think it happened with one of the other recent ones was Keira Knightley. Remember how she was in all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies? Yeah. She's not going to be in any more Disney movie anything because I guess she did. I guess there's somehow she did a nude or like a very scantily clad shoot or something. So Disney's like, okie dokie.
It's kind of weird because all the fucking kids from like that are our age or younger that have been in Disney shows all do like OnlyFans and porno now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
we can talk about the story about the there was a we'll stick on this one real quick, but I'll bring this up as a second thing.
Disney just wants to be the ones responsible.
They just don't want that. They don't want any of that level of controversy part of their brand. Like Disney is Disney. Like you don't even it's synonymous with itself, and you already know what that means. It's like, oh yeah, it's very they Disneyfied this or something. It's a fucking it's an adjective almost at this point, right? So what happened was Gina was just constantly, well, she did the thing. She went to parlors. She had all the crazy like MAGA hat shit she was posting up, and they're like, hey, chill on that. That's too political. I don't think they would have gone either way with it because I think the other guy, what's his Pablo? He posted up some more left. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. I didn't look into it that much because I just don't want to give a fuck.
Like, who's he play on the show?
Wasn't he the Mandalorian or something? He was like, I think he's the main guy. Like I said, I could be confused. I don't know. All I know is one day he was posting up crazy like left wing shit, and they said, "Hey, chop that out. We don't want our."
You were close on Pedro.
Pedro, thank you.
Pedro Pascal.
Yes, he was posting up lefty shit, and they're like, "Hey, we don't want our actors to be tied up with like massive amounts of political shenanigans or like anything that can be construed as like extreme." So he posted up an apology. He's like, yeah, sorry, that was a little bit much of me anyways. And then he just kind of, chilled out because he knows a good thing when he has one. Like, he's like, I basically have a blank check. I'm working with Disney and one of the most popular fucking new franchises out there, right? Or new, spin-offs out there. Carano just kept doing it. She's like, no, fuck you. And then, like, what happened was she was posting up a bunch of stuff. It wasn't just the most recent one. The most recent one, which everyone knows about, is the one where she compared having conservative ideals to getting grouped up and mass murdered as Jews were during the Holocaust, and Disney's like, well, we're not renewing your contract. That's what the tweet implied. The tweet was, it was a picture of Germans or Nazis chasing down Jews, shooting them and gassing them, and she's like, this is what it basically implied, that this is what it's like to be conservative in today's America. And Disney's like, okay, and the thing was, they didn't even fire her. They just didn't renew the contract. So I'm interested to see how they kill off her character before the next season. Are they gonna just like act like nothing happened? They just like continue on, never mention that character again? Or are they gonna try to like be like, nope, and on the way back her X-Wing blew up?
I didn't think that she would be psycho.
I don't think it was psycho. Just it was a cringy hot take.
Yeah, no, because it's about the fake votes. Like I just read the tweet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, nobody cares. For one, nobody cares at what side of what side of politics they pick in their real lives. Like in real life, nobody gives a fuck. Everybody just knows she's a badass fucking character on the show. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, and we forgot she was the enemy or villain in fucking Deadpool too, wasn't she?
Yeah, and
no one cared about her thoughts then. I mean, that goes back to what we said about celebrity and how you get treated differently because now everyone's eyes are on you, and now it matters what you post up on your dumbass social media.
What you say about Pedro? You say he's leftist?
Yeah, he posted up. I don't even remember what the tweet was. It just was something from the other end of the political spectrum, and they're like, cut it out or we're chopping you. He had to apologize. They said, listen, we're not playing this shit. He's like, okay, he posted an apology tweet and he hasn't posted any crazy shit up after that. Or so, even just
Gina said fuck that.
Yeah, Gina just kept doing it.
I respect Gina more.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying anything personally against her, but Disney said no.
Yo, I feel like, yo, man, so you can't have a personal life at all if you work for Disney. Basically, is what you're telling me.
You can't post up shit saying that having conservative ideals is like getting killed by Nazis as Jewish people.
Okay,
that's what she did.
That was a crazy
although I will say it's funny that Disney is taking umbrage with Nazi stuff while
because they're Germans.
Mr. Disney himself was anti-Semitic as shit. Yeah,
he's a fucking Nazi German.
Yeah, that's probably why Disney's like, we don't want any of that kind of conversation.
Call Walt Disney what he was. He was a fucking racist German.
Yeah, he was an anti-Semitic racist. Was he German?
He was he was something. Hold on. Walt Disney. That's what we got Google for.
What he was. All I know is that's probably why Disney's trying to separate itself as much as it can with even that word, right?
Let's see what the fuck he was. I thought he was German.
He was anti-Semitic douchebag.
I knew he hated Jewish people, and I'm pretty sure he hated niggas too. Because he had like a lot of racist fucking he had a Donald Duck cartoon when a motherfucker was like in a Nazi uniform and it was like supporting the Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
which I'm assuming plays into why they just don't want those tweets there.
Yeah, he's Irish. Damn, the motherfucker's father was Irish Canadian. His mother was a German American.
There you go. Goddamn immigrants.
Yeah, but still, he was from America, and he hated Jewish people, and that's weird to me. Maybe because if Walt Disney's like a Jesus freak, because he is part Irish. He is part Irish.
Catholic?
Yeah, his dad. He said his dad was Irish Canadian.
Probably Catholic then.
We make him Catholic.
I'm guessing here. Who knows?
And you know how Catholics get down.
We're crazy.
They're crazy. But I could kind of see it. But bro, I just think that the company Walt Disney is striving to get away from the original owner.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That probably played into it. We need to make sure that anything with word Disney on it is not connected to someone that's like, ha.
And let's not get it twisted. They're not doing it for the people. They're doing it because they're afraid of
protect that bottom line.
Yeah, them losing money.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jewish people have ties to a lot of fucking shit. A lot of motherfucking
wasn't that the same way with the NBA in China when they were you're gonna make political stances in America, but the second you make something that pisses off China, you're like, oh, we're sorry, we're very sorry, we don't mean any of that, because that's where all the money was.
China owns half the shit that we trade, more than half of the shit that we trade.
Yep.
Then on a Jewish side, them motherfuckers are in control of a lot of shit in entertainment. A lot of shit in entertainment, man. And shit, I fucks with the Jewish people because I eat Hebrew nationals, and I don't ever want those to go away. All right, I eat them kosher hot dogs, man. I even use kosher salt, motherfucker. So I'm not against Disney, because that was a foul fucking thing to say, because you're comparing crybaby conservative motherfuckers to the Jewish people who were fucking slaughtered by the Germans. So I can see why they would be upset with the thing, but they could have just told her to, yeah, maybe,
They did.
you know.
They did on many occasions.
But if they fired her for not apologizing, I'm still not with that, because I think if you said it, why are you
They
apologizing?
didn't ask for an apology. They just said cut it out. Pedro is the one that apologized because he was like, "Oh God, fuck." She was just like, "No, all she had to do was tone it down, or maybe just post on Parlor." Because if she just posted on there, no one was watching that shit. It came back.
Anything anybody puts on social media, they should not fucking, because that's how they felt in that very moment. So you already know how that person's thinking now, right?
Yeah.
If Gina didn't want to stop doing what she was doing, I mean, I don't know what they want. Like, okay, you fucked up. She fucked up her bag. She fucked up her bag because they're like, Disney probably was paying a grip.
Oh yeah.
Posting that shit too, which a lot of celebrities don't realize, is when you get into the politics, like a lot of celebrities have all of a sudden in the last 4 fucking years.
I think it's been longer than that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, where you're actually seeing like more and more like people, like just the social media aspect. So you're Gina, you have a lot of people looking up to you, but then these people are for either side. Like I feel like it fucks up the Disney bag. Like it fucks up Disney's bag, because it's like the people who don't agree with what she's posting may or may not lose interest in the show because of it. I get it.
Possible.
But at the same time, people are upset that Gina is not on the show, and it's not just people who are fucking left or right when it comes to politics. It's just Star Wars fans in general, because she was a great fucking character on the show.
Yeah.
So when are we going to get to the point where it's like, man, the system or the fucking what do they call that? The industry, when the industry of entertainment, music, all the shit, when they can come to some type of agreement, because Johnny Depp, motherfucker, got to come back. That bitch Amber Heard just got fired from fucking after like a year and a half.
Aquaman? Yeah, what was it?
Everybody wanted her to get off Aquaman too,
and there she went.
And then she did it because the people spoke out. Now the people are speaking out about Gina. You think she's gonna get her job back before season 3? You think it's a wrap?
Yeah, I don't see them work. I mean,
her career's not done. But what Disney?
No, she's gonna have an awesome movie with Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro. That's so fucking random.
No, it isn't. That checks out all the way.
Oh my god. I just don't know when. Like, I wish cancel culture didn't become a thing, because back in the day, bro, when celebrities fucked up, you would hear about it for like 2 weeks, and then everybody just move on.
I mean, I think it's still like that. It's just I think sometimes it flares up even faster, like the flash in the pan's more like an explosion. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, think back 2 months. Name off someone other than Johnny Depp that had like a public backlash for something they did.
Charlie Sheen. We have not seen Charlie Sheen since motherfuckers found out he gave like over 200 women AIDS. Lost his job on 2.5 Men. Where the fuck's he been? When's the last time you seen Charlie Sheen in a movie? You seen his dad? His dad was just in Judas and the Black Messiah. But where's Charlie?
Probably taking lots of medication.
I'm just saying, cancel culture is a real thing. They can ruin fucking people's careers. Like, I'm trying to think of somebody else who did something.
That's what I'm saying. See, already forgot.
I don't care that much. That's the thing. I don't care that much, man.
But there are people that do really, really, really care. They have voices online.
Yeah, R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a person who beat cancel culture for 30, like maybe like 20 something years, and then still had people. Well, like if he didn't go to jail, I guarantee he would still be putting out music and people would still be buying it, because the record labels they pick and choose. They gave no fucks about R. Kelly and all of his scandals, right? They kept
stop making them money, then your protection's gone.
Yeah, and it only stopped once he went to jail.
Yeah.
There was people waiting outside the jail like, free R. Kelly. Oh, we don't care. He could piss on me. All this crazy shit. And it's like,
have
bro,
sex with underage women. Yeah.
Lex is confused about the cancel culture. That's all. I'm just confused because I feel like at one point in time society chooses it, and then another time the industry chooses it, and then sometimes nigga jail chooses it. That's where I'm at, because I don't
know if I would consider someone getting legitimately put in jail because they had sex with minors cancel culture. I would call that, the justice system maybe working once.
Yeah, after 20-something years of him doing it. But
okay, so even when it works, it still fails.
It kind of does. Because like I heard this cat music went through the roof when he got locked up.
What about that? We remember that one episode where we were like, who the fuck is Morgan Wallen?
Dude, Morgan, another
his
person.
His shit blew up. He went on the record, or on the top charts.
I did not know who
neither did I. No idea who he was. I accidentally listened to one of his songs. I was going through and I was like, all right, this is a country ass song. I look over there because sometimes I'll just hit play, like the top, 20 global top 10 or whatever the hell. And I was like, this is a country ass song. I looked over and I was like, holy shit, Morgan Wallen. And it was like, no one ever knew who he was. He yells some shit in a neighborhood, and now he's the most popular guy ever.
Racist white people, I feel, don't cancel people. They just talk shit about that person until like the person's
Everyone
career
forgets.
Yeah, like I'm just like like remember when they all hated Bill Murr for like the first like 2 years of
Bill Burr?
No, Bill from HBO, man.
Bill Maher?
Bill Maher. I can never say his name
what
right now.
What did he do?
He just
I always thought it was mayor, but it's like Bill Maher.
He just always shitted on Trump, and then like every like at the beginning of Trump's like presidency, you would always see like I would always see like friends or just people on social media just who are conservative sided bash Bill Maher like, oh, he's a fucking idiot, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I was like, man, this motherfucker kind of makes more sense than anybody when it comes to that. And
he gets heat from everywhere. He really does, because he talks about, he's like, he calls it cancel culture too, and he's like, it's coming to your door, and they're like, can't say that, people get canceled because they're bad.
He doesn't just care about fucking conservatives though. He bashes fucking
Democrats. And again, he's more just a comedian. Like,
exactly.
If you watch his show, it's mostly punchlines and jokes. He has the new rules segment that he's had for decades and decades. He's been around for fucking ever. You're not stopping him anyways. You got his shit. And HBO, because you can go from Bill Maher, and then the next show is fucking Last Week Tonight, which is as like just straight shooter as it comes, but again, still with mostly comedy, just talking about big things. Like, it does a really good mix of like documenting journalists and then like really pretty funny things. I don't know what's his name. John Oliver, is that it?
Oh, John Oliver.
Yeah. Like, you go from Maher to Oliver and you have all this stuff. It's HBO, it's just good shit. But yeah, Maher gets shit on from every direction. But then again, if you're not doing your job well, then that's the only time you don't have one of the sides coming after you, is if you're not doing it right, as far as I can tell.
Gay people try to cancel Dave Chappelle and it didn't work.
That whole entire community tried to.
Yo, it was so bad that like the critics gave this motherfucker like a 0 when it came to the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes.
I remember it was one of the most blatantly obvious like differences between like the stark contrast of like what people want from comedy and like what you're comfortable to write about for major news outlets. Like, this was awful, terrible, we can never have this person around again, and then everyone was like, no, it's funny, it's fine.
You know who I wish would have got canceled long time ago? Recently deceased dead Nazi Rush Limbaugh.
Yes. While pharmaceutical giants the likes of Pfizer and Moderna had to have enormous boons recently with their respective vaccines being surprisingly successful, others, such as the makers of Oxycontin, Purdue, have suffered massive financial setbacks with the loss of revenue incurred by the death of hateful bullshit geyser Rush Limbaugh. That was what I wrote.
Are we supposed to be sad? Because there's like some people trying to make it a sad thing.
Let me just do it this way. I will, if you think for a second that because someone like, well, at any rate, there was a time where when the AIDS crisis was through the roof, he was reading off well-known gay men who died from AIDS, and he would read their name off, and they would sound bells and blow horns and do little celebratory popper noises.
Do we have a bell?
You ever yeah. I don't, actually. I should have a soundboard set up, but I'm still new to this. I guess we shouldn't feel bad about that.
Every time a racist white man dies, we should have all that shit.
Yeah, just have one of those fucking...
the air horn playing.
Yeah.
Rush Limbaugh has just passed away.
I remember a while ago, I have this one I call them frenemies. He told me to start listening to him, and I did, and it was absurd.
Oh, dude, he's nuts.
Like, the things I heard about it were actually low key compared to what he was actually saying on there. I'm like, holy fuck, he's just more popular Alex Jones. He just talks less about aliens. Other than that, it's identical.
I've heard, like, I like working at when I was working up in Warren, Ohio.
Oh yeah, because that's a crazy thing. Because people post, they'll have it on their boombox, right?
Yeah,
like you'll be at work and you'll hear it across the room.
That motherfucker did a. He was talking about something about like black people in America, and how basically, he ain't say we deserved it, but he was like, everything is our fault.
Yeah.
Our fault. And I was just listening, and I was looking at the person who was listening. He's like, "Yeah, man, this shit's good, right?" What the fuck are you
and you're just sitting there like, you just don't. It doesn't register all the way though, right? Like that's the thing.
Bro, he might as well just look
not
at me.
You, the other ones.
He might as well just he might as well just look at me and say, "Yo, niggers hate work, don't they?"
Right? And you're just like, I'm
standing right here. I'm listening. This is not great content.
No, but
I'm
this is where I say that like the cancel culture isn't obviously that permanent or that permeated, because he was talking to tens of millions of people every day. He got the fucking the Civilian Honor Award, whatever that's. I don't even remember the name of it. What was the award he got?
The award, the Nazi award.
No, whatever that. Yes. Yeah. What was the actual name of it?
About no Rush Limbaugh, bro. Fuck that racist motherfucker. Let's look it up. Rush Limbaugh. This motherfucker's like Bill O'Reilly to me, bro. Like after Bill O'Reilly.
Medal of Freedom. He got the Medal of Freedom. Here's the list. Should we do a list of people that got the Medal of Freedom?
Bill O'Reilly's probably on there.
No, I doubt it. No, I honestly hope not.
Bill O'Reilly. What was our racist vice president's name?
Do we have time?
Not Dick Cheney. What is this cat's name, bro? The motherfucker with the white hair look like a robot. We just the last one.
Oh, Mike Pence.
Mike Pence, yeah, bro. Like he probably got
the
one.
The guy that was like afraid of the word vagina or something like that. Like he wouldn't be in a room without. If he was in a room with a woman, he had to have his wife in there.
Bro, that motherfucker.
Remember that? Like we like forget about the very strange things. Oh my God, Walt Disney's on this list.
See, I told you, bro. All the races in the middle of freedom. Ironically.
Oh my God. Hold on. Right. John F. Kennedy. I'm assuming this is Pope John the 23rd.
Hey, listen.
Man, I'm trying to recognize names on here. Bob Hope. Bob Hope got the Medal of Freedom, Presidential Medal of Freedom. Walt Whitman.
The fuck is Walt? I know that name, but I don't know who the fuck that is.
Isn't he the writer? Poet? Might not be. I don't know. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong. I'm just listing names off. Everyone's like, wait, why are we listing names off again? I don't know how far back. Wow, this list is enormous. I didn't know we gave it away. Tiger Woods. Oh, right. Tiger Woods got it from Trump. I fucking forgot about that. Elvis Presley?
How the fuck you get that from Trump out of fucking...
I didn't know you can give this away post-mortem.
You can fuck a porn star and get the Medal of Freedom.
Antonin Scalia. The judge.
That's crazy. Yep. Motherfucker said, he's like, Trump said, you do the same shit I do. You cheat on your wife with porn stars.
Bill Gates. Bill and Melinda Gates, probably for their philanthropy, I'm assuming. Robert De Niro?
Not from Trump.
No, he got it from, I'm assuming that's, yeah, this is Barack Obama now. Stephen Hawking, Ted Kennedy.
Stephen Hawking.
Desmond Tutu.
Robert De Niro is a national treasure in my book.
Buffett.
Shit, he taxi driver. Warren Buffett. I don't know, man. That motherfucker kind of evil, bro.
Oh my God.
He's evil as fuck.
Jesus Christ. They're all evil, dude. Daniel Kahneman, the illustrious psychologist, clinical
one of these
psychiatrist.
One of these people putting the cape on. Look, Robert De Niro gave his taxi driver. Don't do that.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to sit here and list this off. That's just killing time. But yeah, so that list is strange.
All famous people. All famous and rich
Strange
people.
list of people. I mean, well, not really, because I was reading names I didn't recognize, so obviously they're not that fucking famous.
I mean, I ain't hear a name yet that I didn't like know or sound
Well, that's
familiar.
because I didn't list off the names where we'd be like, what? Like I was listing off things that people would like make connections to in their head, right?
We're never getting the Medal of Freedom.
I don't want one. I don't want one anymore. Why would I want the same one? Like from now on, from here on out, who's gonna want it? It's like, oh hey, you got that one that Limbaugh got?
I posted a
The
video
Walt
of
Disney.
listen, I posted a video of like all the fucked up Disney.
I mean, if they gave Walt Disney one, give Gina Carano one.
Bro, I posted a video.
Stretch that for him.
Stop cutting me. I posted a YouTube video, which like it was just like all the racist and fucked up cartoons like Disney used to make like back in like the fucking the early 1900s.
Dude, you go back 10 years, everything's like, oh.
I got an aunt that like capes for Disney so hard, bro, and she told me a new one. She's like, "Oh, this can't be real." I'm like, "Bro, it's Mickey Mouse. He's poking holes in the cheese with his dick, man. Like, what you want me to do? I didn't make it Walt made it."
Listen, you go back far enough. I mean, what was that movie that's in the Disney Vault, but they can't ever fucking bring out again?
Which one? The cartoon where they had like the
Song of the South.
Yeah, but dude, that shit was fucked up, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a Disney movie, official, Vault and everything.
I did. You can still watch the scenes on YouTube though.
Oh, you can find that shit for sure. You're just not gonna buy an official VHS anymore.
Seen that in anybody's home.
Wouldn't that be fucked if they were like, for this week alone on Disney Plus?
Bro, I would watch it. And
I know, we'd record it.
That shit would look like a boot, like the old bootleg.
Dude, they did that shit. We'd make an episode that night.
Yeah.
We'd watch it together. We'd have a watch together live on Commonology101.
Yeah, it's just all about that movie. I need to find this movie, bro.
Oh,
I bet you
yeah.
It's probably on one of those oh my god, those websites, the torrent websites. You probably get this shit on torrent.
No man, go on eBay. You can probably buy it for like $80 off some crazy person. You can find it. The VHSs exist. It exists. They made that movie.
I'm going on. I bet you can find it on Amazon. What was it called? Sound of the South?
Song.
Oh, Song of the South.
Yeah, man. Crazy shit.
I fucking said that shit's locked in a vault forever.
Well, yeah, it's in the Disney Vault. They don't get rid of it. That's how they make money off stuff, because they just control supply, and then so it jacks the price up. It's like, for these 3 months only, you can buy Aladdin again.
Bro, more fucked up shit pops up. I
was about to say, you better put yourself in incognito mode. Your Wish app's gonna be fucking weird.
You can get a Song of the South.
3 days from now, you get like invites to Parlor. They're like, hey, it's back.
I might get a Song of the South fucking poster, bro, and just post it on my wall.
Do it. See if anyone even recognizes. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Look it up.
Bro.
Tell them to look it up so then they're on a list somewhere. But yeah, no, like, I mean, you go back any amount of time, you're gonna find shit that people consider problematic.
Bro, okay, I just want you to see what gets.
You go. Wait, what was that? What was that one? Revenge of the Nerds.
This pops up when you type it in. It's little black Rambo.
Okay, so
5 stars.
So that's going to be the thumbnail. No. Shit.
I gotta see the review. Damn, 825 people want. Dude, this book is fucked up.
I don't know how to. I don't like. Where do I? How do I need a? I need a segue.
Oh, so many people on here. Look, see, I told you, racist white people don't give a fuck, bro. Look. This was my favorite book as a child. So very happy to have a copy of it once again. Thank you for making it available. Absolutely do not see any I think she spelled interference wrong.
Probably. That's not too surprising.
Of this being racial whatsoever. If discrimination is being implied in this book, hold on, you gotta hit that fucking see more shit. It would be due to humans putting it in the. No, listen, the way these motherfuckers is drawn in this book is exactly the reason why Song of the South can't exist.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like they black as fuck with the nappy shit all over the place, bro. Like I'm talking about with the super big ass red lips, like Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah.
Like no,
The funny thing is that got a pass in Dragon Ball. What was that
well, that's
story you were telling me where they almost canceled Goku?
why they almost
What
canceled
was
Goku.
that joke? He said there was something he said, and like, hey, wait a minute.
Oh no! And if you watch Dragon Ball Super, there's an episode in there because one of the villains is Goku Black, um, and who turns into later Super Saiyan Rose, which is the hype ass transformation.
Roseanne?
Rose, because he gets like the fucking pink hair and shit, but it's like the villain, because he takes like Goku's body from a different timeline.
Roseanne went Super Saiyan a couple of years back. Don't hear much from her anymore.
Yeah, dude, the dude was pretty dope. Pretty dope villain. But like, there's a scene in there where it wasn't Goku. It was like they were like in this underground thing because like Goku Black fucked up like the whole planet. Like he was just killing everybody. He was like everybody was like, man. So they walk in and they see Goku and they go, oh shit. They was like, yo, everybody's like, man, don't shoot. He's not black. He's not black. And it was the cop saying it. So
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's funny, man.
Probably a slight translation because Dragon Ball is originally in.
I think he says it. He might say it in the English version, which makes it even
Well,
funnier.
no, I mean it's just translated from its original into English. It gets dubbed, right?
Bro, that shit is funny. That shit is fucking hilarious, bro. I don't think I have a. I'm trying to look for like a video. Let me just look it up, man. Just look it up. Dragon Ball Super.
No, thank you. I got weird enough history search doing this fucking podcast.
But okay, back to the
Yeah, back to what though? Like, where the hell? Where are we? I ran out of Google shit because, like I said, I had the Google Doc written for 2.5 weeks ago.
Does Rush
We can talk about how Texas froze over.
Well, hold on. Wait, does Rush have kids?
I don't know.
Niggas ain't sad either. Oh, if he has a daughter, I hope she fucks like a shit ton of black people.
The entire internet was just like, oh, right. And they made a fart noise, and then we just proceeded forward.
Bro, they talked about Rush Limbaugh for like 5 minutes, and
That
then,
was
I don't even know how this made it on
like,
the thing. Like, we were supposed to do it in a moment, but it was just like too much time went on. But like, yeah.
Because I can't keep this shit. I can't keep this boat righted to save my life.
And the words of Tekashi 6ix9ine, can't believe we're quoting this motherfucker.
Yeah, I was about to say,
in,
why are you quoting him? Now we're gonna get shot or something.
No, rest in piss.
There it is. Hey, maybe don't do things that make the entire world say that.
Yeah, bro. Fuck wrestling.
Don't live your life to where that's how you're remembered. See,
Bill
I'd be more worried about that than someone making fun of me flying out of a car.
Alex Jones, I'm not actually super mad at because I never heard him say anything super fucking racist. He's just fucking batshit crazy.
You just haven't listened to enough of them. I listened to a bunch of it because I always like to keep my I'm demented. I like to keep my finger on the pulse of both sides of the aisle, like it's far one side and far the other. And
give me an example. The N-word or another. Just give me an example of some crazy shit like Alex Jones said about black.
That freedom has only shown its face in societies that had a mostly like Eastern European descent, which basically is countries with freedom only came from white men.
I feel like
I can find the clip if you give me a half hour.
I'm kind of confused because it sounds like he might be like bashing white folks in a sense.
Maybe.
Like motherfucking like. I don't know. That doesn't make sense though. The statement doesn't make sense to me.
It's Alex Jones.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I'm like, bro, is it really bashing black people or is it like? Because I don't know what he means by that. But he might.
You gotta remember who he's talking to, right?
Yeah, because like in Europe, like niggas were a lot more free in Europe over before the United States. Like United States had nigga slaves like for the longest time period. But if you watch any films, like if you look at niggas in France and like just during the World War II era, I felt like they were a lot more accepted in those countries than they were. But like I might be mistaken. I might be mistaken.
I don't study history.
Niggas are hated everywhere. Well, most places. I'm being serious, bro. It's just like, dog. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Alex Jones might not be lying, but at the same time, this is kind of like, this is white Europeans. Like, I don't know. I think they free their own people. Maybe that's what he meant. Like, like when there's predominantly white people, like of course there's gonna be freedom. Like they like other white people. So maybe it wasn't like bashing. Maybe I can't tell who he's bashing there. Like it might be
I'll leave it up to you.
Might be a bar, but is that all you said? Or like, give me something else. That's not good enough.
I don't know off the top of my head. That's it. That's all you got. Sorry.
Right, so, well, since
no more Alex Jones quotes from me.
Right. Since my man is saying Alex Jones is on the list, I gotta believe him. I gotta believe Alex Jones is on the list.
Wait, the list of medals?
No, the list of fucking racist white people who are famous for some reason.
Yeah, man. Like, it's... Segway!
So, you ever heard the quote, when hell freezes over? Well, guess what? It just did. Texas.
Oh, God, yeah. All right, so, continuing on with our ability to remark on things from forever ago in the current news cycle. Yeah, man, it was fucked up. It was all bad, and it was just crazy that a freak storm that just hit like the entire continental U.S. from like the mid all the way to like the East Coast just nailed every fucking thing. And southern states are not designed to handle that shit. And Texas got hit very bad. And three things just piled up. They're not used to experiencing that. And even when they do experience it, it's like little freak instances in certain areas of Texas. So like they can usually, divert power from somewhere else in the state to that area when they have like coal plants or natural gas plants falter. The solar fields falter. They just pull energy from somewhere else. But the whole state got fucked on. And they're one of the only states, and I think they actually are the only state, that because they were so opposed to any type of outside influence, they are the only ones that have their electric infrastructure completely disconnected from the continental United States. So when all the power areas in all the different areas of Texas got hit at the same time, they literally did not have any power to divert to anywhere. And not to mention, it's a delicate balance that you have to keep from energy produced and energy used, so you don't end up with surges or blackouts or whatever. So they just got screwed, right? So instead of figuring out a way to fix that, they just got mad at windmills.
Yeah, there are some people who are calling this situation a hoax too, which is funny.
Yeah, the fake snow.
Bill,
remember in 2014 they did that shit? Where was it, in Georgia? Georgia, they said it was fake snow.
The images look crazy, but I think the people who are saying this are the people who don't believe in global warming.
It's actually climate change now, because if you say global warming, they'll be like, "Oh, but look how cold it was."
Climate change. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I had a theory a few years ago where I thought that everything was kind of gonna flip. Like the South being warm, it's not gonna be warm anymore. Then the North is gonna become tropical.
Yeah, the extremes happen.
It's gonna be tropical, because I've been noticing even here in Ohio that our winters are getting shorter and there's a lot less. Like we'll get one blizzard per fucking winter. I remember growing up in Ohio. For some odd reason, I remember it snowing for weeks at a time. And then not going to school for like a week or two because we were snowed in.
Yeah, no, it's snowing in November, December, not in like March.
Yeah, and now it's happening like maybe 1 or 2 days out of the year.
And we don't have intermediate seasons anymore either.
It just goes straight to being hot.
Yeah, it's snowing, and then there's like a day, and then like there's 2 foot of snow, and then it's 78, and we flood because everything melts at once. It's just the extremes. There's no easy balance.
So some of them pitches were fucking crazy though. Like I was
here's the thing, I'm not gonna try to turn this into like some diatribe, like, "Oh, you deserve this because you don't believe in it." Because the people got fucked, man. Everyone saw that video. Everyone saw that video of the cars crashing into each other.
A lot of people were saying that though. A lot of people were saying that oh you guys did it to yourselves. I'm like, how? It's always fucking 80 degrees in fucking Texas.
They don't.
So why the fuck would you winterproof it? Like,
I had a friend.
Winterproof a place that's not.
I had a
doesn't
friend.
Have winter.
Yeah, I had a friend that he never does. He like uses Facebook to post memes and write funny stuff. He doesn't go in on political or just topical diatribes. He went in on this one chick because this chick from Seattle was like, oh, you bunch of pussies, you can't even handle it when it was like 12 degrees. It's like that all the time up here. And it's like, you're in Seattle.
You live there where they're prepared.
And I wanted to go. I was like, show me where that comment was real quick so I can go up there and be like, see, you want to make fun of people not being able to handle the cold? How's it handling the heat with those fires, you stupid bitch? You couldn't handle that heat.
Your state's prepared for it.
It's stupid. That's a stupid thing to go in on him. While people died because of this because they didn't expect it. Everyone's like, oh well, they don't have the power for it. It's like, no, they have the power for the ACs. When it's 100 degrees, they have it. They just don't. Like I said, it's a balance. So when it was time for wintertime, they don't have. They're like, why would we expect a huge spike in AC usage in the middle of winter? It's Texas. We don't need to worry about that. Until it goes to negative 10 degrees for 5 days and there's ice on roads that haven't seen salt ever, right? So, people are douchebags on all of it. Instead of being like, hey, some crazy freak thing happened, we need to figure out how to make sure this doesn't happen again. You just have people trying to do the spicy takes to get their fucking internet kudo, fucking rap battle roast shit. Cred.
Controversy for some reason.
Yeah, to get that controversy and feel good.
Yeah, they want the attention.
Dicks.
It's fucking weird. And it's just like, bro, when I was stationed out in
bold
DC.
Statement from us. But you get my point.
And I thought at first I thought it was weird. Because when I was stationed in DC, it doesn't actually snow there a lot.
No, it's just shitty and cold and like.
Yeah, it gets a little chilly. In comparison to the summertime, because it gets fucking hot and humid during the summertime.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we grew up in the valley in Ohio, man. It was 70, but just you were walking around, the air was water.
We got like maybe 1 inch of snow 1 year. 1 year I was stationed out there. I was there for about.
Yeah, they'll shut the fucking place down.
I was there from the age of like from 21 to about to 25. So I was there for about 4 or 5 years. And we got that snow, and it was it was like a state of emergency for that 1 inch.
Yeah. Yeah,
they told us to not come over. The military base shut down for that day.
And just shut down the military.
Stay home.
Shit.
No, I'm driving around in a Monte Carlo with fucking
ball tires,
just fucking like a smooth Monte.
Whipping.
And whipping. And I'm like, bro, this is it. I was like, should I go to the corner store whipping and shit? I was like, state of emergency.
Yeah, because you didn't give a shit about that car probably either.
Bro, they shut the store down.
Yeah, no, because you can't get trucks there.
Bro,
I remember one of my friends moved to Seattle years and years ago, and like a 1/4 inch of snow shut things down because like it's all hills and stuff in the city. Like they have those, you've seen it in movies, those trolleys that go down, flat. Like when there's an inch or a 1/4 inch of snow on that, you just have like buses that are just, you've seen the videos of it, just like there's nothing you can do. It's just sliding sideways like it's doing a board slide down the fucking road.
That shit is crazy.
Like, yeah, if your infrastructure is not designed for this, you're going to have massive problems. And that's what the scientists are always trying to scream. It's like, listen, this is what we mean by the climate changing causing issues. Like, this is just the beginning. It's just on bigger and bigger and bigger scales. And you're seeing microcosms of it right now. Everyone's like, oh, that was a freak accident. It's like, no, this is just going to be the norm. You're going to have to rearrange society in massive swaths of the planet because of this, unless we adjust course. But no one wants to listen to my skinny ass yammer on about this. But the point is, like look how shitty we get about it. Like some people die because of it, and everyone's like, yeah, losers. You're like, what the fuck, people?
One weird thought. Is it okay? You have to have water heaters, right? Because they would have to be able to take like warm showers and shit, right? You don't just always take a cold shower in Texas.
I hope not.
So
depends on what situation you're in.
So I'm not an engineer. I'm not a plumber.
You just like to lay pipe.
Yeah, that. Yeah, oh, do I? The pipes that were fucking like when they were showing like the water pipes like busted and frozen and shit like that. cause of that? Like I'm asking, like, 'cause I don't know.
It froze. Like when your heater went out, okay. Also, I forgot. Those houses they don't have insulation.
Okay.
The pipes aren't insulated because insulated pipes are more expensive. But because that's something you don't need to worry about in certain areas of the country, you're like, hey, listen, we can save money on this because there's no need to make this a regulatory thing with your appliances or your house, because it's like, hey, we can cut corners. It's not really cutting corners because you don't need that. Like, it would be like me building my house on stilts in the Midwest because of like floodwaters. That doesn't make sense. I mean, you can do it, I guess, if you want to plan real far ahead for the time Indiana floods like 3 feet of water through the whole state, but you don't need to do that. Like when you see the houses on the beaches, right? They're all on stilts. Or in California, houses are built, or the big cities, they're built to a spec to protect themselves from micro earthquakes and tremors and shit like that because you're next to a fault line. But but like if you built a house with a huge basement to protect yourself from tornadoes in like, I don't know, what's a non-tornadic area? Just name something.
Non-tornadic?
Yeah, I don't know. Like if you aren't in Tornado Alley, you're not going to have a storm.
Any major city.
Yeah, like do you have like massive basements for tornadoes and those things? No, probably not, because it's not what you have to be worried about. So in Texas, certain amounts of insulation just weren't made. So when you couple no piping insulation with the loss of the ability to heat your house, that coldness that's usually kept at bay, if there's any, seeps in, gets to your pipes. And if you're not who's going to take a shower when you don't have a heater, for starters? So the water's not moving. So now it's just going to burst. And then the inside of your house is now dropping to sub-freezing temperatures. That's where you saw those pictures of people's, like, what was it, the ceiling fan with icicles on it?
Bro, that motherfuckers was crazy walking around that motherfucker with all them damn icicles all over the place. Yeah. Them bitches would have fell off and started chopping the hell out of everybody. Like, that shit's crazy. Like, you
have a ceiling fan in your bedroom above your bed, and you wake up with an impaled icicle in your fucking crotch. Yeah, it's not gonna. You're not waking up real happy.
There was apartment buildings just flooded with water.
Yeah,
fucking fucked.
Well, yeah, because once they're all thawed. Yeah.
Now, and what's crazy is I wonder if they even have like insurance that covers that. Like, that could cover that in Texas. Because I'm like, bro, if that's the case, then a lot of fucking money's about to be lost up in Texas. It's
not to mention that people are also that were on the wholesale electric. Luckily, it's only a smaller percentage of them, because everyone read the story about how like the prices of electricity shot to like $16,000 per megawatt hour, and then so people were getting $12,000 electric bills, and I remember I was flipping out like, what the fuck? And like it's a small percentage of people because it's a specific type of plan. It's a set payment plan. So not everyone has this electric. It's a way to. The funny thing is the people that use it are the ones that have financial issues to begin with. So you choose this thing. It's like, hey, most of the time it's like a wholesale electric. I don't fully understand it, but what happens is you have a set rate for the whole year. It goes up a little bit, you go down a little bit, you pay the same amount because a certain amount gets doled out. It's some weird situation that they designed, so you sign up for it. But one of the caveats is if things get real out of control, you might end up with like an electric bill that's like $300 higher than normal. And they're like, listen, that's fine. That's a risk I'm willing to take to be able to afford to have electric. But in freak instances like this, it lands on them. And I know a few people on like Discord servers and other social media things that I talked to randos from all over the country and shit about. There was a few that said that they were the ones on that plan, and then we got back in touch with them and they're like, oh yeah, no, the electric company's going to help us out, and they're being sarcastic. The electric company's like, oh, don't worry, we're going to have you pay that out over a set period of time. But if you're trying to spread out $16,000, congratulations on your new car payment or electric bill. It's like, oh yeah, your electric bill used to be $90 a month. Now it's $450 because you're paying off $17,000 electric surcharge spike. Yeah, you're like screwed. So like, how do we fix that? That like literally, we talked about that for what, 2 days? Everyone got mad. Rabble. And then now no one's talking about it. Everyone's like, so how are we gonna deal with that? Deal with what? The couple 100,000 people that aren't going to afford shit, or are going to have to stop having electricity, or some shit. They're going to buy gas, everything for their house.
That shit is up to the state now, bro. Like it's
And
like
it's,
that's
and
why
it's not
I-
like you
I
can
ain't
even
got-
bail out of it.
What
What do you have
am I
to
gonna say about it?
declare bankruptcy because you can't pay your electric bill? You're like, I canceled my
Bro.
electric. Yeah, well, you still owe fucking Sun Electric Inc. 30 grand. Too bad.
Yeah. Oh well. Bankruptcy.
Yeah,
I'll pay
right.
seven grand to get that shit rid of.
And then, like you just said, so the people that lost the electricity now have to pay 30 grand or 20. I like how my number keeps getting bigger as I go.
Right.
$15,000 for that electric bill, right? And then they're also screwed because their house got flooded. And like you said, I doubt Texas has flood insurance on most of the default fine print shit, right? So these people are fucked.
Because it's mostly dry down there, right?
It's a desert, man.
I'm saying like the chances of it raining is slim to none, right?
I mean, I do know that they'll have like freak rainstorms that cause certain types of flooding, right? Because the ground's not going to absorb, 12 inches of rain in a 24-hour period. Can't absorb it like that. It's like a clay. But
Yeah.
But like we all know insurance companies dicks, right? They're all scumbags. Like that fine print's gonna be like, oh well, floods from broken pipes aren't covered. Like you can like if a car lands on your car, it's covered. But if a tree lands on your car, they're like, oh yeah, we don't cover that kind of damage, right?
Fucking crazy, man.
I mean that's
it's all a scam anyway. It's just like you pay for this monthly in case shit happens.
Yeah, and then when it does, they don't want to actually help you.
Right, and then you still gotta pay. You pay the money. You pay the motherfuckers monthly.
Yeah.
And then you still gotta pay a deductible when the fucking shit happens. Like that shit is bullshit.
You're like, wait a minute. So what was I paying you for before? Oh,
right.
Other people. Like, but the other people are just as screwed too. Like, I thought this was like a big pot we were all throwing money in, which don't even get me started. That'll just get me on my evil leftist ways of saying like, hey, maybe we should have some type of governmental institution for when everyone gets screwed. That's no bueno. Can't be saying that, you commie.
Oh, Jesus. What else we got, man?
Shit.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
That's all we have on here.
So sad.
Oh, on the Richter scale of give a fuck, it's absolute -12. But yeah.
Kanye and Kim Kardashian.
Who do you think instigated that one?
Oh, it was definitely a long time coming.
No, I mean, which one pushed the hardest for it?
Oh, they said Kim filed for the divorce papers.
Okay, I didn't know which one came from.
Kanye been tripping for
you don't say.
a few years. Now they said, watching the Breakfast Club, right? He was like, oh man, he said Kanye's a wreck. I'm like, that nigga's been a wreck for like 10 years.
I mean,
bro.
this isn't gonna help his mental state.
Bro, no.
It's not gonna do anything good for him.
Kanye ain't been the same since his mom died. I'll keep it at a buck. And that's not a stab at him. Like, you know what I mean? Ever since that shit happened, we ain't been seeing the same Kanye West.
We haven't seen the same Kanye West ever.
True.
He's changed shit up so much, I don't even know.
I did have a theory until the divorce papers came up. And my theory was that he did a lot of his fucking antics for the publicity, the record sales, and all that other crazy shit. But I don't know, man. But Kim seems like she's fed up with it. And it still could be true. But, like, if he really is fucking, like, mentally ill, I feel like she should have seen this a long time ago, before, because they got 3 or 4 kids.
I mean, they had to have gotten married because it was like the celebrity duo mega power, like when our powers combine.
Yeah,
kind
but
of shit, right?
I mean, but their kids are the proof they was fucking. So there was something there. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, man, maybe that's why I thought it might have been like trip. I was like, yo, Kim Kardashian they're both too rich because they had a prenup too. So like. On each other, so it was kind of like that. That's how I knew it was kind of real, because I was like, bro, they both got a prenup again, like on each other, because it's like, yo, and one person, like, because Kim making bread, I think she's making more money than Kanye is
for sure. But
a divorce
she
would
has
be
to
nasty.
make close to billions on those makeup deals and all of her other merchandising.
A divorce would be nasty, because everybody always talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z, but I'm like, Jay-Z got way more money than Beyonce.
Yeah.
Just saying. But I don't know their situation, if they got a prenup with each other or not. But I know that
I would imagine. I would imagine they would. But then again, they're nuts. Like Kanye's crazy. He might have just been like, "Let's do this shit." They got married at like the Las Vegas chapel.
No. This was announced that they have prenups.
Oh,
Like
again,
yeah. So,
you have
so
to
whatever.
lead with
which-
that because I don't follow
Yeah.
this shit.
No. I was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't know like what they have because that's like a power couple that everybody talks about. But it's like, yo, man, I think Jay-Z got a little bit more than Beyonce does.
Oh, yeah, because he has a whole fucking record label.
He got record labels. He got his own fucking.
Doesn't he own Life Water or some weird shit like that?
Nah, that motherfucker got. I think his shit is Duce.
I know, like I remember hearing he had like a drink deal.
Nah, he got like, hold on. Jay-Z
Sobe?
owns like
Everything. It turns out he's like the Waltz.
Cause and then he had Tidal. He had part ownership in Tidal.
That's it.
He owns part of the Brooklyn, if not all of it, but he owns Brooklyn Nets.
What? Is there something in the rule book that says like if you hit a certain amount of money you have to own at least a sport team?
Yeah, Jay-Z has a cognac and it is Duce. It's like this fancy ass drink that's like it's a joint venture.
Dan Aykroyd owns a Skullhead vodka, right?
Dan Aykroyd owns the Skullhead.
Yeah, and he's a crazy alien guy, and he thinks that there's certain power crystals that he runs the vodka over before he distills it to say it gives it like certain tastes or something.
I always wanted to try that too.
I'm going to. I've been trying it. I just reminded myself to do it.
It is the thing because I've always seen in the store it's like $50.
Yeah, fuck it. I want to try Dan Aykroyd's alien vodka.
Yeah, the crazy thing about it too is, man,
might be out of this world.
I never knew that was Dan. And like when
you
type
it's
in
random
Dan,
as fuck.
Look, when you type in Dan and then just the AYK, it literally the first thing that comes up is Dan Aykroyd's vodka.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else are you
crazy.
looking him up for? I mean, no offense to Aykroyd, he was a great actor. It's just, but what else are people contemporarily looking at that?
Yeah, Commonology is gonna definitely have to get a.
We'll each get one and we'll sip on it next episode.
A distillery. We gotta get a distillery. Like no, I mean like we gotta have like a Commonology drink that comes out later on.
It's gonna be a fucking malt liquor. It's gonna be like Four Loko. I'm sorry. I can't imagine a Commonology.
No, the bottle be like the bottle could be like the logo.
It's just a
three-dimensional version of the logo.
Why would you want to buy that? What? No.
Why do people want to buy a skull?
Because it's at least sort of normal, like round shaped. It works as a bottle.
The logo's round shape. It's a fucking yin yang with coffee and fucking drink in it.
Yeah, but how do you just post those on those? So it's just a ball with those things on it.
Not a ball, but like a fucking cylinder, like a sideways cylinder. If I had to describe it, okay.
A disc, like a flat disc, like bottle that's like recessed, so that like the design.
No, I swear. Like, and it has a little tiny flat bottom so that it can stand.
I get. I'm picturing it a little bit better. I think.
Right. Like, hold on. Let's see.
What are you typing in? What are we gonna? What are you looking up right now?
Or even go with
whatever we make, it has to have those Crown Royal like bags. It needs, everyone has one of those. I need everyone to have the Commonology little velvet baggie when you buy the drink. Because even if you hate the drink, you keep that. You put your Dungeons and Dragon fucking dice in it or something.
Or have like a special edition.
I want people to keep their drugs in it.
Like a leather bag. Like you get the $100 version, you get a leather bag with it.
It's $100. We're talking about the different versions. We don't even know what it's going to be. I vote rum.
Yeah, but it's still a velvet. You get leather.
A leather bag.
Yeah, but if we do rum, it has to be like a crazy ass proof.
What's like the highest proof rum you know of, other than 151 that they don't make anymore?
Like it has to say like this is something that Mitch would fuck with.
It's gotta put you on your fucking ass and make you forget things.
And then like a flavor that like honey rum or something.
We'll just have Bob. We'll have Bob in the ad just like approve of it.
Right.
Bob was one of the guys that was supposed to be on one of the episodes, but it went to hell.
Right. I wouldn't want to drink responsible.
Commonology 101's rum. Don't drink responsibly.
Right. No, you're just passed out on your keyboard. It's just you passed out on your keyboard.
That's
commercial.
That's the banner.
It says you want to know how great Commonology101's fucking rum is, and then it just cuts to you and you're just like throwing up all over your keyboard, and then it just cuts out. It's just like that good.
Right. No, not now. Let's leave the throwing up out of it. I don't want to make it gross. Just cut to me and it's just me passed out and just dead silence. Like, so
Right.
anyways.
I would want to get Dave Chappelle in the commercial as Sam Jackson too.
Sure.
When he's doing like that, when he's doing the Sam Jackson beer.
Oh my god.
He's like it gets Mitch drunk. I can't say none of this stuff right now, like for myself.
No.
I don't get drunk anymore.
Nope. No, you don't.
Allegedly.
You're being very good.
I am. I sucks though.
Yeah.
But it's for a good cause.
For me.
Bro, I've been sober for nearly 11 months. Well, actually 11 months now.
Did you find Jesus?
No.
Oh man.
If anything, it makes me want to sell my soul.
I found the devil.
I found Satan, nigga.
And it was in me.
I was like, yo, being one with your thoughts is a horrible thing.
It's very bad.
Oh my god, bro. Fuck.
I'm like, oh, I just like to be alone with my thoughts. I'm like, I don't.
Right,
It's
dude, like, dude, I think
dangerous.
you have a problem. Like, nah, nigga, I have problems now.
I don't need to learn more.
Right, I've learned too much about myself in the last year.
Yep.
Oh my
That's bad.
god.
But I
man.
will say, if you learn anything about yourself, you should email us. Tell us about it so we can talk about it in public at commonology101@gmail.com. That's commonology101@gmail.com. Send us that email. I don't care what it is. Send us the most eviscerating critique you can possibly make about us. I want to read it. I need to know. I want to know what we're doing wrong. Everything, just few things. You sick of listening to our political bullshit? I don't blame you. I'm sick of hearing myself talk about it, honestly.
Nah, fuck politics. Who cares?
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
We just poke
My
around
life-
for jokes.
Listen, my life has not changed since Trump has left the presidency.
No. In fact, it didn't change much when he
Besides
came
gas
in.
prices, I do see some differences.
It always goes up when a pandemic slowly drops and everyone's driving everywhere again. Or in one of our major oil producing states shut down because of a freak storm. So,
But we're gonna blame Biden for that.
duh. I mean, why not?
I don't like Biden, by the way, people. I don't
No.
fucking care.
No.
I don't. I wanted Harambe as the president, and then everybody laughed. Everybody laughed at me, but it was
Well,
the best.
Harambe would join the exclusive club of
Best
presidents
choice.
that got shot.
I'm sad, man.
And that's how I like to end the episodes.
I'm gonna go fucking cry in a corner after this because of that.
Well,
Rest in peace, Harambe, man.
Rip.
God, if we could have just got fucking 2 or 3 years more. How long has it been? 4 years since Harambe got killed?
5?
I don't know. I wish they would have took Rush then and just left us with Harambe for another 5 years.
Maybe this kid was the one that was in the
Fuck.
in the enclosure.
Yo, Rush Limbaugh's kid is the
That
reason
was that's why we
Harambe got
no
shot.
one told him about it.
He put the hit on him.
Yeah, I believe that. Why not?
We all
Fuck it,
know
make it
Harambe
up.
is black.
Make it up. We're in the post-truth world, baby. Make
Because
shit up.
if Harambe was a silverback, they would have let him live.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't he?
I don't know.
He is a silverback.
I thought he was a black gorilla. I don't know.
They are, but they're all silverback. This is the level of expertise you can expect from us.
Right. I'd fucking
I need to
suck on
write.
animals.
I need to write out the official disclaimer. Do not take anything we say at all.
This is not a news station. This is totally all opinionated.
Yeah.
Some things.
Editorialized to the umpth degree.
Some of you motherfuckers need to be called pussies and stupid.
Yeah. Everyone does. Every once in a while. You gotta remember
Sorry.
that you're not that important.
Right.
Neither is what you have to say. But what we have to say is very important. So keep on listening to Commonology 101. And with that, I want to thank you for stopping by. Lex, do you have any plugs?
Oh, follow me and hit that subscribe button on Twitch, and that is Hetty Murphy 69, all one word, capital H, capital M. I got my own little Black Master Roshi logo, made by the same people who made our logo.
Yeah.
So yeah, please hit that button. Hopefully subscribe. Try to get to the monies. We're almost at 200 followers. Thank you guys very much.
Hell yeah.
Also, go watch Apathetic Epidemic on Amazon Prime. That is my first film as the lead, along with David Solomon, who is also the director of the film. Great guy. Also, The Worst Christmas Ever, I think, is streaming like everywhere.
Yeah.
So, The Worst Christmas Ever, go check it out. I know it's definitely on Apple. I think it's on Amazon Prime as well. So go check that movie out. John Chechitelli, shout out to him. Shout out to everybody, man. Like, I'm not going to sit here and list off. And I want to give a huge shout out to my children, Kingston Alexander Godoy and Aaliyah J. Godoy. Daddy loves you guys so fucking much. That's pretty much it. I got nothing else.
Awesome. Hey, and
everybody else who I missed, y'all get shout outs all the time, man.
Yep.
Fuck
Just
y'all
go
right
back
now.
and listen to the old ones. You can re-listen to it, clip it out, play it over and over, get you hyped up for stuff.
Yeah.
My shout outs are, as always, you, the listener. Thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have nearly the same level of anxiety about what I talk about on here.
You.
And Ed, for those listening, we were pointing at the screen.
Yeah. And those who are offended, suck my dick, don't care.
Yep. And that'll be it. Have a good one, everybody. Stay safe out there. Things are getting kind of weird.
We're never getting a Spotify deal.